Cześć!
Hi. Co robisz?
I'm looking at our hotel.
Yeah. So we are in Massachusetts or New Hampshire already?
New Hampshire.
We are already in New Hampshire. This is a car. This is Emilia. Over there is Marta. Marta was sleeping. Daddy is there. And we are on our way to the hotel. This is very nice restroom. O, tam pójdziemy. We are going there. Gdzie jesteśmy?
New Hampshire.
What's the city name? Where are we? Portsmouth. Portsmouth?
Portsmouth.
New Hampshire. Portsmouth? No, Portsmouth.
Portsmouth.
I tutaj będziemy spać i tu będziemy jeść. Tylko musimy znaleźć sobie coś do jedzenia. We need to find the place to eat.
Or is it Portsmouth?
Ale ładnie tu jest, nie? It's really beautiful. Tylko nie wiem, po co ja bluzę noszę, bo ciepło jest. It's warm. Very warm. It's like in Texas.
You don't shake the camera.
I know. Emi?
Yes.
Marta?
Yes.
Daddy? Some random music.
Where did we decide?
A ja nie wiem, to tam pójdziemy. Walking around. O, tu masz
What?
plazę. Good morning. We are where we are. Where we are. Where we are.
We're in New Hampshire.
At the coast of the
We're at the Seacoast Science Center. It's at a state park.
Atlantic Ocean.
What?
What?
Atlantic Ocean.
We are sightseeing. Zwiedzamy. Zwiedzamy Science Center i taki park ładny. We are sightseeing.
Gulf.
Golf.
Gulf of Maine, but it's part of the ocean, right? Now what you build that downtown, you want
Waterfall? Oh, I was gonna say waterfall. Wait, with water in it? I don't know. Concrete underwater? Do you want me in the way, Mama? Do you want me to stand here? Hi. Look at the big wave.
We are going there. Nie, Emilia?
Yeah.
No to idź. Idziemy na New Hampshire. Pierwsi osadnicy na monument, znaczy, żeby zobaczyć pomnik pierwszych osadników. We are going to the first settlers. Monument?
First settlers monument, I think. Pine cones if you want to grab one.
Ale ładnie pachnie.
Yeah, it's the pine cones.
No ale to nie będziemy wieźli tych szyszek, no co ty. Ale dużo tu. No to są szyszki. We are not gonna grab all of those because we need to go to the plane, Emilia.
It said I was in Providence, Rhode Island.
What is the Constitution? Okay. These people who established the Parliament would follow the Constitution.
Daddy, look, I found one. It's already gone.
You found
one? Yeah, it's already gone.
We saw the chipmunk too.
Okay, here.
Look, the people who came here came on a ship called the Mayflower.
Not here. They went to Massachusetts.
No. Oh? Marta! We're going down. Look at me. Look at me. Woo! I'm going.
Marta, they glow at night.
What are they?
Look at the picture, they glow at night.
Come here, we're gonna rinse our hands so we can touch the egg.
See all the little legs?
Yeah.
Oh, these are cute.
They're jellyfish.
Do they have stink? They don't live in Maine. Oh, it's getting windy and... O, będziemy chyba w deszczu. Uh-huh.
You can go farther away if you want to see it drop into the bucket.
Uh-huh.
This one doesn't work. Now does it?
O, to nie je takiej ryby. Doesn't eat, this bird doesn't eat that fish. Yep. Ten ptaszek nie je takiej ryby. O, takie je rybki, takie je. This one goes to the bird.
Do you see the bucket in the...
Aha, I see the bucket,
Okay.
yep.
Let's go.
Kręcaj, Marta.
Gdzie jesteśmy?
Gdzie jesteśmy, Marta?
Maine.
Maine. It's beautiful. This city is really nice. What is the city? O, zobacz tutaj jakiś Pomnik.
Kennebunk.
Aha. Wow, it's so nice, pretty.
Yes.
Ale ładnie, pięknie tutaj.
Yeah, we're in Kennebunk or whatever.
First Baptist.
But we're in Maine.
Jedziemy na plażę. We are going to the beach. Marta, what is the name of the beach?
Old Orchard Beach.
Garros? Where are we? Where?
Up here.
Ale jak się miejscowość nazywa? What's the city name?
Old Orchard, I think.
Old Orchard Beach. Jedziemy na plażę na sekundę.
Yeah.
We are going to the beach. Wow, jaka duża, ale jaka super.
You want to keep it?
You can keep it.
Daddy! Hi, Alexa. You want to keep the shell?
Taki na przemian jest wiatr ciepły i zimny. Radek, na przemian wiatr ciepły i zimny, nie? Tak zawiewa ciepło, zimno. Yeah, I said that the wind is like weird because sometimes it's like warm and sometimes it's cold. But it's not like a hot. I would wear the hoodie. Ja mówię, że pogoda jest bardzo ładna, no ale jest tak chłodna, bo trzeba by było jakąś bluzę założyć. A dziewczyny, no jak dziewczyny, o, z gołymi nogami. Emilka, gdzie my jesteśmy?
We're still in New Hampshire.
Marta, gdzie my jesteśmy? Where are we, Marta? We are somewhere in New Hampshire and we are going to Vermont to see Ben and Jerry Factory. Tak, jedziemy do Vermontu zobaczyć fabrykę lodów Ben and Jerry. I zaczynają się już góry. You can see the mountains. It's very green. Bardzo zielono jest i ładnie. Podoba Ci się, Milka?
Tak.
A Marta, Ty coś powiesz do kamerki? Marta, are you gonna say something to greet us today morning? A tu jeszcze taka ciekawostka. Tych Dunkin' Donuts to jest tutaj pełno. And one more thing, we got donuts. Dunkin' Donuts here is on every corner. It's more than Starbucks in Texas. Isn't it true, Emmy?
Yes.
We have a lot of here. If you do not stop in Dunkin', you will be weirdo. Tak. No tak powiedziałam, po prostu pączki są tutaj na każdym kącie. Trzeba było je kupić i zjeść.
Travel Service Center, exit 7.
Nie ma tablicy, welcome in Vermont. No jak? There's no welcome fine. No dobra, jesteśmy w Vermoncie. We are in Vermont. I co dziewczyny, gdzie jesteśmy? Ben & Jerry. Ludzie, patrzcie, to jest fabryka lodów Ben & Jerry. Sławnych na cały świat. One world, one heart. Ben & Jerry, the famous ice cream. We came here from Texas to see it. A tutaj jest Flavor Graveyard. Dla dziewczyn największa atrakcja. The most. They wanted to go here so desperately that this is probably the most beautiful and attractive part of the Vermont state for them. No, a Vermont jest piękny, pogoda jest piękna i the weather is beautiful, the state is beautiful, the green with mountains.
Come on. I have a white shirt on that underneath the black with my sweater. Tucked into my white shirt. And then with big chunky boots. With a white leather hat.
Hi.
This comes in both dairy and non-dairy.
Here.
If you have a flavor suggestion, feel free to put it in on the website, benandjerry.com.
I know.
There's a spot for it. But if you do, please, please, please put your...
Marta, Emilia. Did you like the tour? Yes. Podobało wam się w fabryce? I tutaj jest taki mały sklepik. The little store here. Where is your father?
I have no idea.
I expect it's gonna be bigger, don't you think?
Yes. This one's small.
No, taka ciekawostka. Cmentarz smaków. Ze smaki, które już nie są więcej produkowane. Yeah, something interesting. Something interesting. Something interesting.
Yes. It's blowing this way. You can go in. It's really scary here, low-key. Look, that one lived and died. It's a zombie.
It's coconut almond fudge chip. A ten ptak to tam daje, nieźle. O, even we have crows crowing. Emilia, you interesting with reading?
I'm reading all of it.
Ja mam mango. I have mango. Marta, what do you have?
Lemonade sorbet.
Lemonade sorbet, czyli lemoniadowy sorbet. Tata, co ty masz? Cherry Garcia? No to nie wiem, jak to przetłumaczyć, a Emilka ma niebieskie.
It's marshmallow sky.
Marshmallow sky, czyli marshmallowe niebo. Gdzie jesteśmy, dziewczyny?
Ethan Allen Homestead Museum.
Good morning. Mamy piękną pogodę, 60 stopni, słoneczko. Idziemy zwiedzać Ethan Allen Homestead Museum, czyli tam, gdzie Ethan Allen założył Vermont, tak? Tak się to nazywa chyba? Okej, to jedziemy do muzeum, gdzie ten Ethan Allen założył tutaj ten stan Vermont, także pooglądamy sobie. Jestem ciekawa, jak to tu będzie. So today is a special event. They were acting like a settlers, so we're gonna watch it. No dzisiaj jest taki specjalny event, że oni tutaj grają jako ci pierwsi osadnicy, także będziemy oglądać.
And when we get done with this, you know, if you want to look at it up close and personal, talk to us over here. You know, talk to us in the camp, and you know, we'll show you what this process involves. Sadly, you know, you can't fire the gun. We're not going to let you fire the gun, but you can see the process and, you know, understand a little better what the process is. Make ready. Present. Don't be loud. Fire.
Whoa! Did you like it?
Now the way these things work, again, it's, if you look at one of these guns up close, you'll see. There's a piece of flint. Everybody know what flint is? Flint is a piece of rock, special kind of rock. Holds a nice sharp edge generally. What happens when you hit flint against steel? You make sparks, okay? So we use those sparks to ignite gunpowder. When we say prime, there's a little pan, you pour a little bit of gunpowder in there, and you close down a thing, and fire. And if you watch the lock mechanism, you'll see that piece of flint come forward, hit another piece of steel, and it'll kick it out of the way, and that'll scrape down the face and make sparks fall into the gunpowder in the pan. That burns all through a hole in the side of the barrel and sets off the main charge that was poured down the muzzle. And then some wadding and the ball was put on top.
Right about face.
And they didn't just, these are firing typically a single ball, one lead ball. 3 of the guns,
40 fire lots.
the 2 guns on the left and the gun on the right are reproduction British shortland pattern muskets. 75 caliber, 3/4 of an inch bore. And it fires a lead ball, weighs about an ounce. 69 caliber, a little smaller. Reason being that black powder fouls something horribly. Not too bad today probably because it's pretty dry, but you get a humid day and that just turns into mud. So you get a smaller ball going down that bore, it's easier to get it down. So they would also put 2 ball down there, one on top of the other. They'd put a ball and some buckshot, 6, 9, or 12 buckshot on top of it, smaller caliber ball. So when you fired that, it's like a shotgun. So there's several different ways you can load it. And they're smooth bores. Smoothbore is just a smoothbore. It's just like a shotgun, smooth. They're also rifles. We don't. Does he have a rifle here?
Oh, Jim, do you have any rifles?
No. Rifles are different in that they have grooves cut on the inside of the barrel, and the ball fits a lot tighter. So when you fire it, the grooves are digging into the side of the musket ball, and it's giving it a spin. So as that ball comes out, it's spinning, and it gives it greater range and greater accuracy. These things with a smooth bore and a small ball, as you fire this thing, that ball is going down the muzzle and it's kind of bouncing around. So the last bounce that it hits as it goes out the muzzle can deflect that ball. It can make it, everybody here golf, you do a slice, you know.
Co? Hello.
How are you doing today?
Be good, thank you.
Good. We're just cooking some lunch.
Awesome. So what's for lunch?
Meatballs, and then we got this fish hash.
Ooh. So what is inside?
1 second. And then well, she made the meatballs, so I don't know.
We're boiling water. I don't remember what we're boiling water for.
No. The fish hash, I believe, is potatoes,
Yes.
hard-boiled eggs, and fish.
Yes. I don't know either. I assume like a pot or a haddock. And then we have some fiddleheads that we're going to steam up a little bit as well. Fresh porridge.
So much more efficient.
It's on the table. Thank you.
It was a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. I mean, you kind of get used to it, and I personally love to cook in cast iron at home. You know, even when I'm not, doing 18th century things, it's a lovely thing to use. I never burn a grilled cheese sandwich in a cast iron pan.
Ooh, okay.
I always do in a non-stick pan.
So what do you do on the gas or on the because you cannot put cast iron on the electric stove, yes?
I put in we have a gas stove out.
Gas stove, okay.
So I use that, yeah. I would be a little hesitant with those glass top, range top ones. It's a little heavy.
So that would be another fun.
Where are you, baby? It's your favorite, it's fish. She doesn't eat fish. She doesn't even put them into her mouth. No, since she was little baby, no fish.
I haven't had it cooked properly.
Yeah, let's go sit down over there, baby.
Try sushi. That's my preferred way to have fish. It actually tastes better raw. Surprisingly. Yeah, it looks like it's starting to burn up.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
Oops, I got you. You want to see the tents? Can we go see?
Coming off, yes. Sticker nie chcę.
O, tutaj mieszkali, zobacz.
Oh, yeah.
Bed, another bed. Okay, let's go to the house. Oh,
I want to learn how to march and drill 18th century style.
You
I'm
wanna?
going to start practicing right there.
You wanna go? Let's go march. I'm gonna record you. Go march. Go march. Go march. Come on. If you wanna march, they are learning you how to march with the gun.
Oh, no thank you.
Go, go.
No.
Ale to jest malutkie to pomieszczenie. I ten Allen, o, tutaj jest książka.
Amelia, will you go with me?
No idź, tak, idźcie. No, idźcie szybko.
Take my phone then.
Daj tutaj to, idź.
Can you take a video?
Ja zaraz wideo zrobię was, jak będziecie tam.
No, but I want a video on my phone. You know what? Just let me... If you keep walking, Mama. Looks like Babcia's house.
Babcia's house?
Do you know how to do a video? She's not gonna be happy with that.
No schowaj to.
I'm trying.
No idźcie szybko, bo tam się ustawiają. It looks like a voodoo doll. Tak, jak taka laleczka voodoo. Ale zobaczcie, jak ładnie. It's beautiful. Wow, that's the kitchen.
Yes, we are. It's a museum. So people can see what it's house is
Everybody
like.
wash their heads and feet because it's not even. Our house is built. Daddy's much taller than how tall the men were back then, Daniel. Did you know that? Pretty. Let's go from there.
Oh, it smells in here. Ooh, like old naphthalene or something like that. Śmierdzi tutaj. Fuj. O. Oh my lord. This is so steep. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay, and then picking up underneath the stop with your left hand. You got it. You got it. Rotate it down. You got it just right. And then the last one too, you just drop the right hand along the side.
Prior to
That's very good stuff.
they were the
One, two, one, two, one.
yeah,
Good.
in the early
Shoulder
18th
yard.
century,
Fire
they
alarm. One,
built
two,
talking about Point
One,
St. Frederick,
two,
down on the floor, that was the French fort in the second.
good. Okay. And when you get good at it, we need so here's what we're doing. This is actually really real. So we just fired the message. To be completely honest with you, some of the fires we think we know. Carry a fire line. So grab it on the wrist, grab it like that, point the barrel at the make sure that
There was some
big hand to your left.
all of those things were
To the front and play. March. Step.
No, dziewczyny mają frajdę. Girls have fun. Marching in the Civil War, I guess.
Right wheel. To the right face. Right what's
initially declared war, they got to worry about the West Indies or the East Indies or African holdings. They got holdings everywhere they got to worry about. And the English, 10% was probably you saw us do it a minute ago. And 10% were
Right? You guys saw it? You know how this works. All right, so. This thing is a piece of hard steel called a frizzy. This is a piece of flint. Flint is basically just a very hard rock, and it's shaped so it's got a sharp edge. And there's a spring on the hammer here, and when the hammer deploys against the frizzen, it's going to make sparks. What's actually happening is this really sharp rock is scraping microscopically small little slivers of metal off the frizzen, and it gets so hot from the friction, they just burn up, and we see it, perceive it as a spark. So let's see if we get any spark.
Oops.
Spark, yes? So that's good. Now, right down here is a little pan. It's a little depression there. You see that? And at the base of that pan, I'm putting this poker into a little hole. It's a touch hole, and that connects to the bottom of the barrel. So when we're in the field, if you were here when you saw us fire before, we take a cartridge, and this is just a paper tube, and it's got black powder in it. And in practice back in the day, there'd also be a lead ball at the bottom of it. And what you do is, in the field, you'd rip off the top. Now you got access to your powder. You put a little powder in the pan, okay, and then you close the frizzen. And now that's sort of cool because that keeps the powder from falling out, right? And you take the rest of the powder and you put it down in the barrel, which I'm not going to do right now because I don't actually want to fire the gun. I just want to show you the flash in the pan. I don't know if you adults have ever heard the phrase "flash in the pan." Yep. Well, a flash in the pan is sort of something that's all show, no action, and it's named after a musket. And it's what happens is when the powder in the pan gets ignited, but the charge at the bottom of the barrel does not go. So if I had put the powder down in the barrel, I'd then put that lead ball on top of it, and I'd take that paper and shove that into, and I'd tamp the whole mess down with this ramrod here, right? And I'd go tamp. And that paper would keep the ball from rolling out. And then the musket would be charged. And then, when I'm walking around out in the field, I'll have this little leather frizzen guard here. Can anybody guess why that would be there?
That way the gun doesn't fly.
Exactly. It's a safety feature, right? It's a safety feature. So if the trigger got pulled in some way, the flint couldn't find the hard metal to make the spark. But when we were ready to fire for real, we take that off. Also, you can see right now the gun is what's called half cock. Okay, so right now it's got a safety on it also, in that if I pull the trigger, this won't deploy at half cock. Now, there's another phrase, going off half cocked. You guys ever heard of that one? That's also for muskets. So if your gun goes off half cocked, it's not a safe musket, because the safety mechanism isn't working as appropriately as it should. What we can do is go to full cock. Now, when I pull the trigger, this will release, and I'm going to make sure there's no powder in this gun, but I'm going to make sure the muzzle is pointing safely away from people anyway. And I'm going to pull the trigger, and there's your flash in the pan. So sometimes what happens is that little hole gets plugged up, and the powder ignites here, and it doesn't ignite the charge at the bottom of the barrel, and then you have this flash in the pan, which some people still use as a phrase to describe if something was much ado about nothing, or somebody who's all show and no action, they might be called a flash in the pan. There's something called a misfire, which we think of as coming from engine talks, but it actually is a corruption of missed fire. So missed fire is what happens if I pull this trigger and we didn't get a spark and nothing went.
In other words, what happens most of the time he pulls the trigger?
Thank you. then my musket is missed fire. And that can be a little dangerous, because if in the heat of battle I don't notice that my gun didn't fire, I might reload it again with another ball and another charge, and then have a double charge musket, which could be dangerous. And the last thing is lock, stock, and barrel. This is a general term that we sometimes still use, which is, this is the lock, the wood bit is the stock, and the barrel, and that's the whole McCoy. The whole musket is the lock, stock, and barrel. So you'll sometimes hear people say, "Oh, they sold the house lock, stock, and barrel," like the house with everything in it, all the stuff, and it just means everything. It has a couple key ingredients. It's gonna involve our friend the flint and the steel again, right? So here's a piece of flint. This is not shaped like the other piece of flint, but you can pass that around so people can see it. It's sort of cool.
Careful, it has sharp edges.
Yeah, it does have sharp edges. And then this is the steel, which is a very hard bit of steel. That particular bit of steel was made out of a file. That's good hardenable steel. And with that flint and steel, we'll be able to make sparks just like you saw the musket make sparks, right? But that's only half the battle. The sparks are sort of easy. The trick is to catch the spark and then get it to bloom into a fire. And if you guys ever watch Survivor, you know how much they suffer with that. So, so I'm just going to find a sharp edge here and scrape.
Oh.
I'm not banging, I'm just doing that scraping thing. Like, the idea is I want that sharp edge to scrape a little of this metal off, and then I got plenty of spark, right? So, but that's, I could spark all day, I'm not gonna have a fire. You know, so you might imagine you want some kindling of some kind, right? And this is called flax, pardon me, this is called tow. And tow is what's left over from making linen. So there's a flax plant, and I think there might be a display in the building here of what it looks like. So there's a flax plant, and they mash it and take the rough, coarse outer coating off, and that's what the waste product is tow. This is like a common waste product from back in the day. This is like yesterday's newspaper 200 years ago. You know, there's just always around. And then they take the fine fibers and they'd make the thread out of it that would make the linen cloth. So this is leftover from linen production, and it's just basically a plant fiber that's very burnable.
So one of the cool things that you see in the 18th century with all kinds of technologies is recycling in action. Nothing went to waste. They use absolutely everything. So you go through this whole process of making linen from flax, and you're left with this stuff called tow, and you go ahead and use that. If you have rope that gets too old, that becomes kindling.
Take the rope
So
apart, yeah.
a lot of things are kind of focused on, let's use every last bit of this stuff. He's going to pull out another thing.
The magic
that's also
ingredient.
A
So,
recycling exercise.
so I could spark all day into that tow, and I would not get. I might get a fire if I was really lucky, but not really. There's a phrase some people use, old time, like grandparents use, called towheads. Towheads are like blonde people. This is the tow they're talking about. This is my little tow toupee. So the magic ingredient is this, and that is something called char cloth. And what it is a little piece of natural fiber cloth, either linen or cotton cloth. And you know how you make charcoal? You basically take wood and burn it in the absence of oxygen.
Okay.
Right? So that's how you get charcoal. You make a big bonfire and you cover it with dirt and you let it sit for 3 days and you dig it up and you'll have charcoal. And what it is partially burned wood. This is exactly the same thing, only it's partially burned cloth. And what you do is you have this little metal tin, there's a little hole in it, you just put a bunch of fabric squares in there and throw it in the fire. And when it stops smoking and you cool it off, you have this. And the magic thing about this is it's going to catch our spark for us and make an ember. It's going to start to glow, and we'll see how well we can make that happen. So what I'm going to do is take my flint, which we know this makes sparks, and I'm going to put the char cloth right on top of it and hold it with my thumb. And I am going to make some sparks, and one of those sparks is going to land on the char cloth and start making a little glowing ember. And then I'm going to take the char cloth and wrap in this little nest of tow and blow on it until it makes a fire. So let's see if I'm if I'm able to pull this off. There's nothing explosive about this. It's actually slow, sort of very slow motion kind of thing. Thank you. See that? See the embers? Can you see it burning?
Oh, it's burning, yep.
So you know what you're doing.
Thank you.
It's not that easy.
Well, even with a good, that was close, but no cigar. I think my toe is a little damp. It didn't want to catch. It probably should have caught. But that happens sometimes, and you don't give up because maybe you're out in the woods and you got something to cook, and you know you really want that fire. So we'll try one more time.
I got a lot of tow, you know. We grow flax here and we make tow.
Yeah, well maybe
we don't want to make as much tow as we do because tow's the stuff that doesn't go through the hackles.
Right. No, I know. So this is the leftover tow. We were just talking about how we recycle.
Speaking of which, there's a garden tour that starts at noon. I don't want to grab your act.
Oh no, go.
There's a garden.
Part of the country. What is made?
And they're just starting to float, just like a dumpling, you know it's done when it floats.
So what is all of the stuff that y'all made?
We have salt cod hash, fish hash, we have lamb meatballs, we have a salad made with fiddlehead ferns and asparagus, we have the corn cakes, we have bread, we have ginger cakes.
Oh, and there's apple cake too if anybody wants to.
It's so funny you can add vinegar to anything.
Don't want to take it.
This is our lunch.
Those are cool.
So there were three daughters in the first marriage, 2 little babies with me. Annie, and Hello.
The medicine. Interesting. Just a stick. A gdzie Marta z tatą? Chodź do mojego namiotu. Chodź. Let's go to the tent. Let's go to the tent. Tutaj będziemy fire pit i tu usiądziemy.
It's made from sailcloth. It's made from sailcloth.
Cheese, Emilia. Hello.
They still have some autonomy, some of them laws and stuff. Well, Indian reservations are self-governing.
Jesteśmy w bardzo takim fajnym parku tutaj nad jeziorkiem. Zaraz będziemy schodzić do jeziora. We are at the park where we can go to the lake. And girls found this.
Oh! Because it's your own body weight.
Oh, that's awesome.
You sit and it moves the chair up, so you're lifting yourself.
Lift up, lift up. You lifting yourself? Okay, let me try. Let me
Do it.
You working hard?
Whoa!
Daddy, do you want to try?
I'll try it.
Okay.
Marta, let's let Marta try.
Okay, record Marta, Mama, because I want to do something else.
Oh, you have two.
Yeah. The lower ones is really hard.
No, it's not.
O, patrzcie na Martę. Look at Marta's. Oh. A Emilka? Oh, that one is easy.
That one's easy.
A tata je. O tam.
What's this one?
Lake Champlain. Jezioro Champlain. Pomiędzy Vermontem a Nowym Jorkiem.
I don't want to go down there in my shoes.
Nie chcesz?
They're probably like vacation rooms.
Yeah.
We are in Montreal, Canada, where people speak French. Yeah, Emilia?
Gdzie jesteśmy?
Montreal.
Gdzie jesteśmy, Marta? Mówimy po francusku? Nie. O, tam, tu jesteśmy. Jesteśmy w Kanadzie. We are in Canada. O, tu wieje flaga. I idziemy do katedry notredamskiej, tak, Emilka? We are going to Notre Dame Cathedral.
Yes.
And this is Montreal. And we parked here. Tam idziemy, to jest katedra. We are going there, the Notre Dame Cathedral. And this is Marta and Daddy, and this is Emilia here.
Yes.
Yes. Idę, idę, idę.
To jak to przeczytasz?
The Canadian Bank of Commerce. Ależ tutaj, zobaczcie. Tam dojdziemy do tego naszego samochodu. Możemy jeszcze kawałek tam, jeszcze jedną ulicę przejść się chyba, co? Może jeszcze możemy this way, yeah. Marta, Emilia, say hi. Hi. I'm sorry, excuse me. Podoba Ci się? A gdzie my jesteśmy? Na Montreal, tak? I co my tutaj oglądamy? Panoramę Montrealu, tak? Jest bardzo, bardzo ładna Marta, Emilia. Podoba Wam się? Warto było wchodzić tyle czasu na górę? No trzeba było się tu wspiąć. That's the Mount Royal in Montreal and we are seeing the panorama of Montreal. It's beautiful. Gdzie Marta?
Behind you.
Marta? People are feeding pigeons. Pigeons everywhere.
Hey, look, a new subscriber.